in a world where the stars decide. Your fate and magic isn't just power, but identity. Shadow Princess by Zodiac Academy hurls you headfirst into a vortex of danger, passion, betrayal, and a destiny that burns brighter than any constellation. This isn't just another school drama wrapped in fantasy. It's a brutal, breathtaking roller coaster, where survival is a game and the rules are always changing. When secrets bleed into the daylight and darkness becomes a weapon, the lines between enemy and ally blur until you can't tell who's protecting you and who's waiting to tear you apart. This is not a story for the faint-hearted. It's for those who crave chaos, who cheer for the outcasts, and who know the brightest. Stars are often born in shadow. Tory and Darcy Vega, the twin heirs to the celestial throne, have never had it easy. Born in the mortal world, abandoned and left to grow up without any knowledge of their true lineage, they've fought for every scrap of life and love they've ever known. But now their truth has caught up with them. They're not just fae, they're royalty. And royalty comes with expectations, enemies, and a kingdom that's as bloodthirsty as it is broken. After surviving the brutal trials of Zodiac Academy, the Vega twins now find themselves on a new battlefield. One not of classrooms and elemental magic, but of politics, treachery, and a haunting legacy of rebellion. Shadow Princess picks up the story as the twins are beginning to understand the true weight of the crown that hovers above their heads. The four celestial heirs, Darius, Orion, Caleb, and Seth, still circle them with a volatile mix of desire and danger. Alliances formed in fire threaten to shatter under pressure, and the bond between the twins themselves is tested as never before. Every step they take deeper into the shadows of their inheritance reveals secrets that could burn down the kingdom or reshape it forever. The twins must learn to wield not just their elemental powers, but the might of their birthright and the dark truths locked inside it. But power in Solaria comes at a cost. The throne is not a seat of safety, but a beacon for bloodshed. The Vega twins become a symbol of a new era, and that symbol is under attack. The very factions that once ruled this world now fear the change they represent. Assassins, shadows, and schemes creep through every corner of the academy. There is no safe ground. There is no mercy. The stars may have chosen them, but the people of Solaria are not so easy to sway. Every trial, every betrayal, every heartbreak carves them into the leaders they never wanted to be, but must become. Tori's journey is marked by fire, both literal and emotional. Her rage is her strength, her vulnerability hidden behind a wall of flame. She doesn't trust easily, and she doesn't forgive quickly. Her relationship with Darius, a dragon shifter, whose loyalty is as fierce as his temper, is a constant battleground. Their chemistry crackles with danger and heat, but every step forward is a step closer to destruction. Darius is torn between the expectations of his family, the weight of his past, and the burning truth that Tory is the only one who sees him for who he truly is. Their story is a dance of firestorms, passion and pain, where love might be their salvation or their doom. Darcy, on the other hand, is ice to her sister's fire, more cautious, more empathetic, but no less powerful. Her connection with Orion, the brooding and conflicted professor, bound by duty and haunted by forbidden feelings, grows deeper in ways neither of them can afford. The tension between them is a razor's edge, one misstep from ruin. Orion is a man divided, loyal to the rules, yet drawn irresistibly to the girl who breaks them. Their romance simmers under the weight of consequences in a world where love like theirs is considered a betrayal of everything they stand for. But the core of Shadow Princess is not just about romance or rebellion. It's about identity, about claiming the pieces of yourself you've been forced to hide, about standing tall when the world demands you kneel. The Vega twins are not perfect heroes. They are messy, furious, defiant. They make mistakes. They hurt and they bleed, but they keep fighting, because behind every curse, every loss, every shadow, lies a choice to become the villain the world expects or to rise as something more. As the plot deepens, new threats emerge from the darkness. The mysterious shadow realm grows, more present, more aggressive, seeping into the academy and twisting reality in ways that challenge the very fabric of fey magic. The twins begin to uncover ancient secrets that hint at a power older than the stars themselves. a power that might be their greatest weapon or the thing that breaks them. Ghosts from the past rise with agendas, written in blood, and the game shifts from one of survival to all-out war. One of the most compelling elements of Shadow Princess is the complexity of its characters. Every player in this grand cosmic game is layered, flawed, and unforgettable. Caleb the vampire, with a charming smirk, hides wounds that run deep. Seth the werewolf joker masks his fears with laughter, but his loyalty is unshakable. Even Lionel Acrux, the power-hungry tyrant and architect of much of their pain, is more than a villain. He's a symbol of a dying regime, a relic of an age the twins are determined to end. The world-building continues to expand in breathtaking ways. From the halls of Zodiac Academy, with its shifting classrooms and elemental challenges, to the eerie reaches of the Shadow Realm and the lush, deadly courts of the Fey elite, every scene pulses with vivid imagery and immersive detail. You feel the crackle of lightning, the weight of unspoken truths, the chill of betrayal lingering in the air. The politics are cutthroat, the magic thrilling, and the emotional stakes sky-high. And through it all, the bond between Tory and Darcy remains the anchor. Sisters first, royals second. Their love for each other is what keeps them grounded, what fuels their fight. But even that bond is tested as secrets pile up and choices pull them in different directions. Trust is a fragile thing in Solaria, and sometimes even those you love most become strangers under pressure. The push and pull of loyalty, love, and legacy create a tension that never lets up. Shadow Princess doesn't pull its punches. It drags you through agony, lifts you with hope, then plunges you back into darkness just when you think you've caught your breath. But that's what makes it so addictive. It's not a fairy tale. It's a war story wrapped in fantasy, where the battlefield is as much emotional as it is magical. You care deeply for these characters because they are real in their struggles. They laugh, they cry, they break, and then they rise again fiercer than before. This book is a turning point in the Zodiac Academy series. A moment when childish games and petty rivalries give way to a deeper, more dangerous truth. The Vega twins are no longer just students. They are queens in the making, hunted, haunted, but unstoppable. Their journey is one of transformation, not just of power, but of self. Every enemy they face, every ally they earn, every sacrifice they make shapes them into the rulers Solaria desperately needs, even if the realm itself doesn't realize it yet. By the end of Shadow Princess, nothing is certain. The tides of power are shifting, the stars realigning, and the final battle feels closer than ever. The emotional impact lingers, like a shadow on your soul, making you question everything you thought you knew about good and evil, love and duty, freedom and fate. This isn't just a story you read. It's a world you survive, a storm you walk through side by side with characters you'll never forget. If you're searching for a story that bites as hard as it kisses, that challenges your heart and tests your loyalty, Shadow Princess is the book you've been waiting for. It's an audiobook experience that wraps around your senses with every word, every whisper, every scream. Let the shadows pull you in. Let the stars guide your way. Because in Solaria, the only way out is through, and the Vega twins aren't done fighting yet, not by a long shot.